Welcome to this edition of Wctv. I'm Chase Scobie.
And I'm Cambria Hoffman. Today we have stories on Joe Lambert's Assistant Coach of the Year Award, semester test tips and techniques, and finally, finding the perfect Christmas tree for the holiday season.
Coming back again this week is our newest Who Knew segment. We'll be right back.
Welcome back.
At the beginning of the week, we had a school-wide assembly covering a multitude of things.
One of which were the successes of our school has had so far this year. From singing to football to plays and to cross country, WCHS has had a fall season to be remembered.
Joe Lambert has also had a season worth remembering. Cross country season, that is. Coach Lambert coaches hurdles for the track teams and also assistant coaches for our boys and girls cross country teams. And recently, he has received a special award.
Tristan Graham got to know Coach Lambert in this feature of the Assistant Coach of the Year.
Joe spends a lot of his time preparing for sermons and other church happenings, but also in his busy schedule, he is boys and girls hurdle coach and assistant coach for the boys and girls cross country team.
I like to help out with the cross country team, and Webster City is where I live right now. I've lived in a bunch of different places and have helped out the running programs wherever I've been. In Allison, Iowa, and in Dubuque, Iowa, and in Manchester, Iowa, and in Spring Lake Park, Minnesota, and in Decorah, Iowa. And running's been an amazing activity for me to participate in.
Wednesday, November 30th, 2011, Mr. Lambert has received the Assistant Coach of the Year Award for his recurring efforts and devotion of his programs.
I think part of the reason I was nominated is because I've known Coach Bussin for a long time, and we have a great deal of respect for each other. It just seemed like, a good idea to him to nominate me at the time.
Mr. Lambert has worked with Coach Bussin for more than a decade. Until this year, he has been unpaid assistant coach. Coach Bussin always makes sure to tell his athletes that Joe is coming from his home in Stratford on his own time and dime to help them out. He routinely brings his table on the road to meets and is able to quickly assess and sometimes prevent injuries at practice and also at races. This is Tristan Graham reporting for WCTV.
What an honor. Everybody I know associated with the cross country and track programs thinks pretty highly of the work he does.
Our Monday assembly also went over semester testing days that will take place on Wednesday and Thursday of next week.
I'm so nervous about mine.
Me too, I get so stressed about it.
What tests are you stressing over?
Chemistry and pre-calc, those are some pretty tricky classes.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to my math test, but Doug Stokes knows how to handle all of our pre-testing nerves.
Here he is with some help on how to ace your semester tests.
The first semester is coming to an end, and that means two things: semester tests and Christmas break. Combined, these two events can create a lot of stress.
Semester test.
But without the proper technique, semester tests can be a real headache.
The best thing you can do before semester test is get a good night's rest and make sure you have a good breakfast.
There are other tips and techniques to follow as well. Dress for success. If you look good, you feel good, and that makes for a more confident testing day. But remember, comfort is a good thing. Use your time wisely. You have at most an hour and a half to finish each test. If you don't know the answer, skip it and come back to it later. But remember, don't forget it. Study. Semester tests generally cover everything you've learned so far this year. Reviewing everything you've learned and studying over all your past tests will help you achieve your full testing potential. Time is running out until semester tests. Start getting prepared now so you can be completely ready for all your tests. Periods 1, 3, 5, and 7 will take their tests on Wednesday the 21st. And class periods 2, 4, 6, and 8 will get to work on the 22nd. This has been Doug Stokes reporting for WCTV.
I never thought about dressing for success. I don't know if I really want to dress up, but I might do my hair different.
That's a good alternative. Everybody has their own way of making sure that they are ready for their tests.
Perfect.
Cambria, what are you doing?
I'm decorating the garland on the set because we don't have a Christmas tree up in the studio yet.
Okay, but that isn't a tree.
Way to rain on my parade, Chase. I think it looks neat.
It does, but maybe Megan Gilbert can help us find the perfect tree for our set next week.
Silver fir, Douglas fir, grand fir. When it comes to the perfect Christmas tree, there's a variety of trees to choose from. Whether you choose a silver fir or a balsam fir, your tree is going to be a symbol of the holiday season.
We put ours out right around Thanksgiving, and we can leave it up past New Year's, and it stays green and bright as it was since you got it. I suggest just decorating your Christmas tree. I think there's two ways you can go. You can go the sentimental way, where you have all of your collected ornaments through your families, over time, or you can do like a themed tree, which those are fun too. I like those.
Buying a Christmas tree at the store may be exhilarating, but going out and cutting down your own tree is sure to be an adventure unlike any other. Jordan Tanner says the best kind of Christmas tree is one with presents under it. Whether or not there are presents under your tree Christmas morning, picking out your tree is always exciting.
We cut down our own tree because they're bigger and they look better. We choose our Christmas tree by how full they are and how tall they are. It's another day to spend having fun with my family.
With the sound of Christmas carols all around and the smell of pine trees in the air, cutting down your own Christmas tree may be a journey that you want to embark on this holiday season. I'm Megan Gilbert reporting for Wctv. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Megan.
Who knew that there were so many different kinds of conifers to choose from?
Yeah, who knew?
There are also many different teachers in our school.
And a lot of them have secrets to share.
What do all of you viewers know about teachers in our school?
Let's find out.
Swimming team at the University of Northern Iowa.
Before we go, we have a few announcements to make.
The Shift Happens group is hosting a bowling bash for students in grades 8 through 12 on Saturday, January 7th from 5:30 to 7:30. All you need is $2 to get in and the ugliest sweater you can find. Join them for some good, clean fun at the bowling alley.
There are also girls and boys basketball games today in Eagle Grove. JV boys and girls start at 5, and tip-off for varsity girls is at 6:15 with the boys to follow.
There's also a wrestling tournament tomorrow in Fort Dodge, and at 9 a.m. here is the 9th grade boys basketball game against Hampton Dumont.
Be sure to make an effort to attend these events to cheer on the Lynx.
Next week, WCTV will be airing our first ever live episode.
Check us out on Twitter using the hashtag on the bottom of the screen for updates on our Christmas show.
And make sure to turn your TVs to Mediacom Channel 18 at 7 p.m. on Thursday the 22nd to experience history. You won't want to miss it.
That's all we have for you this week.
See you next Thursday at 7 for WCTV.
The jeans be sagging, but the hat can't fit it. The looks is cool, but the game came with it. So, what it do, ma? It's me and you, ma. Ain't trying to get too deep, now this ain't scuba. If you want it, baby girl, if you want what I